There's been a lot of talk lately about fake news, but I want to talk about fake truth. So what is fake truth? Fake truths are those things where people believe that something is a certain way, but it actually turns out that it is not. To give some classic examples first. For example, when the people invented so that we can have the talkies, sound in movies, people said people would never want to hear actors talk. Later we got the CDs and people say people are never going to listen to CDs. They want to hold their big LP sleeves and look at the cover when they listen to music. Or who on earth would like to get into a car with a stranger? Well, until Uber and Grab showed us that was a totally possible thing that we were willing to do. That was an absolute truth. Turned out to be a fake truth. Right now, there's a lot of discussion about Clubhouse. No one wants to listen to conversations on sound when it's so much faster to read. Well, Clubhouse is now the most hottest app out there. If not, this is not a discussion if it's going to be a success or not. But Clubhouse has definitely shown that people are willing to listen to conversations online, not just chat on with text. I perfectly remember I met the guy who was running a company. They created these small little cards for the subway, the MRT station. And I asked him, aren't you afraid that that we're going to use the new technology with thumbprints or face recognition so that people don't need to have a card anymore to go to the subway? Wouldn't that be amazing if we could just walk through the subway station without having to pick up a card? And he said, oh no, that's never going to happen. The technology is not fast enough. It takes like 30 seconds to read a thumbprint, and facial recognition is not good enough. Well, Chinese airports have now introduced the ability to walk straight through the airport using just facial recognition. And that is not good news for the people who do the subway card. What is the fake truth in your industry that we will look back saying, how on earth could you think that this was the state of things? Now, the only thing we can do to cure ourselves from this fake truth pandemic is curiosity for new technique, new opportunities, new ideas and innovation that people are inventing. And instead of looking them and saying, this will never work, say, how will this possibly work? Curiosity towards any new technology, be that the LP, the talking movies, the subway cards, or Clubhouse. Curiosity on how this might be a good idea is a much better approach than this will never work, because I know how things work. That's the message today from me, Fredrik Herren, the Creativity Explorer. Be more curious about new ideas. Skeptical, sure, but curious. How might this possibly work?